Have you ever noticed that most people don't lose because they're incapable? They lose because they're predictable, not predictable in what they say, but in how they react. One insult ruins their day. One rejection changes their mood. One setback convinces them to quit. Their emotions become visible to everyone around them, and once people know what controls you, they know how to control you. For a long time, I thought strength meant reacting harder, defending yourself louder, proving people wrong every chance you got. I was wrong. Real strength isn't found in emotional reactions, it's found in emotional control. Think about it. What do most emotional outbursts actually accomplish? Anger rarely solves the problem. Jealousy rarely improves your life. Constantly explaining yourself rarely changes anyone's opinion. Most of the time, emotional reactions simply reveal where you're vulnerable. The truth is that many people spend their lives giving away information they should have kept private. Their frustrations, insecurity, fears, and triggers become visible to everyone around them. And the world pays attention, not because people are evil, but because people naturally notice patterns. The more predictable you become, the easier you are to influence. That's why silence is often more powerful than reaction. When someone expects anger and receives calmness instead, they lose their advantage. When someone expects a defense and receives confidence, they lose their leverage. When someone expects you to break and you continue moving forward, they lose control. This doesn't mean becoming cold or emotionless. It means learning the difference between feeling and obeying. You can feel anger without becoming angry. You can feel fear without becoming fearful. You can feel disappointment without allowing it to define your next decision. That's where true self-control begins. Most people think emotional mastery means suppressing feelings. It doesn't. Suppression is pretending something doesn't exist. Mastery is acknowledging what you feel while refusing to let it take command. Imagine your emotions as weather. Some days are sunny, some days are storms. You don't control the weather, but you do control whether you build your house in the middle of the storm or wait until you can see clearly. The strongest people aren't those who never struggle emotionally. They're the people who refuse to let temporary emotions make permanent decisions. Look around. The world rewards consistency more than intensity. Anyone can stay motivated for a day. Anyone can feel confident when life is going well. The real challenge is remaining focused when things become difficult, remaining calm when others panic, remaining disciplined when emotions are demanding immediate comfort. That is where growth happens. The people who achieve remarkable things are rarely the loudest people in the room. They're usually the most consistent. While others are arguing, they're building. While others are complaining, they're learning. While others are seeking validation, they're improving. And because their attention stays on the work, they keep moving forward while everyone else remains distracted. One of the greatest advantages you can develop is becoming difficult to shake. Not because you're numb, because you're grounded. Because your actions are guided by principles rather than moods. Because your decisions come from purpose rather than impulse. The moment you stop reacting to everything, something interesting happens. You begin thinking more clearly. You stop wasting energy on battles that don't matter. You become harder to manipulate. And most importantly, you gain control over the one thing that determines the quality of your life, yourself. So the next time life tests you, pause before reacting, observe before speaking, think before responding. Remember that not every opinion deserves an answer. Not every insult deserves attention. Not every challenge deserves emotion. Sometimes the strongest move is staying calm, staying focused, and continuing forward. Because real power isn't being the loudest voice in the room. Real power is remaining in control when everyone else has lost theirs.